What's up, everybody? We're back at the Z Casino, Blackhawk, Colorado. We're doing another system video. I got some money here. I got $10 going in. I covered the corner bet, which is a quad bet, Martingale progression with a hedge. Now I'm going to be covering a single street, which covers the 1, 2, 3 over here for me particularly. That's what I'm going to be playing. So in typical fashion, I'm going to keep with what I've been doing for demonstration purposes. I'm going to use the right side of the table as my hedge. I'm going to use the 1, 2, 3 for my single street Martingale progression. And we're going to see what happens here. We're going to hopefully get some hits and get ahead, but we're going to do our usual 15 minutes per video, right around there, to try to compare them and contrast and see the differences in the volatility or how many units we make or whatnot. So here we go. We're going to kick it off. But once again, the way that this is working is we're basically, when you play a progression over here, you get paid out 11 to 1. So we're going to have roughly... let me see, 25, 50. If we wanted to Martingale with our hedge, we could go for 3 losses. If we wanted to do a progression, we could go for 6 losses, I believe, 5 or 6 losses. But you always want to keep conscious track of where you're at versus where your progression's at. But we're gonna intend to, for the first level, we're gonna progress after 3 misses, or 6 misses, sorry, or 3 misses, 6 unit loss total. And then from there, we're gonna see what happens. But we're hoping to get a hit. I have played this system frequently. Sometimes I implement this when I'm playing like a parachute style and I'm trying to do a bunch of different martingales or trying to do a recovery method. So this is something that, once again, we're trying to go over all the aspects of the martingale and how to do it over long odds or martingale with progression betting, so that you have a foundation that you can attack any way you need to, and you can implement different systems. You can mix them, craft a system that fits your style of play. So we're gonna get a miss right there, right away.
The winning number is...
So we hit 1 hedge and then we get a miss. So now we're level 1, we're going to round 2, and we're gonna keep the bets the same. And as you can see, we're in for 10. If we get a hit here on the 1, 2, or 3, we can add that to the $9, so that'll leave us at $12. It'll give us an 8 unit gain. And you can add your progression when you're doing something like this with longer odds. Let's say that you want to maintain an 8 unit gain, you can add to your progression after this. You can really kind of be in control of how many units you want to gain, rather than just being at the mercy of hoping for a win. So, but do expect to have an increase in the amount of volatility with regards to how much money you need to have to sustain playing a system like that. If you do want to attack the long odds for a big payout, you could be prepared to go pretty deep. So, and in my experience, I have gone pretty deep doing it. All right, so we're gonna get another miss.
The winning number is 12, red eagle.
All right, so we're gonna rinse and repeat.
Place your bets, please.
And as you can see, if we add the $3 now to the $8.50, that'll put us at a $12.50 win. Or sorry, excuse me, $11.50 win. So if we get this, we're still ahead. And then this is after, if we get a miss here, this is where I personally would progress. I would do the martingale. I would double the bet. So I'm going to add 25 cents to the single street, and then I'm going to add 25 cents to the hedge over there.
No more bets. Thank you.
Obviously, you're hoping to get a hit here, so you don't have to worry about doing the martingale. But in my experience, you should be prepared, because it happens quite frequently that you're going to go to the 2nd, 3rd, 4th level. All right, so we hit our hedge, 33.
The winning number is 33.
And once again, that's why I play a hedge. You'll hear me talk about it in all the previous videos, but implementing systems like this without a hedge is kind of dangerous territory. You got to bring a lot of money and expect to go through it at kind of an unnecessary expense. If you have a hedge and you're not, and let's say it's not hitting your hedge or your winning numbers, I like to limit my rounds that I play so that I'm not digging deep. I'm just limiting my play time with a higher hit rate rather than bringing more money with a lower hit rate.
No more bets. Thank you.
And once again, we're hoping for a 1, 2, 3. Let's see if we can get it. I'm feeling good about it. Let's get that 1, 2, 3. Oh, there we go. Look at it. I was feeling good about it, and we get it.
The winning number is 3.
All right. So that happened relatively quick. And like I said, a lot of times I go to the 2nd, 3rd, 4th level, so that's a little bit above expectation. If it pays out, or if you're expecting to hit every 12 spins or so, we definitely are ahead of expectation. But now that affords us the opportunity to reset So we're sticking with the same betting amounts. We were on level 1, round 3. We got the hit. We're up. So now we can stay at the same betting amounts and reset the rounds. So we're at level 1, round 1. And we're sitting at $11 in the bank. We have 50 cents out there on the table, so we have $11.50. We have a gain of 6 units total from that hit. And now let's see if we can do it again. Get a few more hits. All right, 36. That's going to hit our hedge, and that's why we play the hedge. That's why I like to play a hedge personally.
Place your bets, please.
All right, so we're going to rinse and repeat. Level 1, round 1. But the other thing I went over in the other videos, and I can say this again, or I can stress, is that you don't necessarily have to use a half-table hedge. You can use the double dozen hedge. You could use any other bet as a hedge. You can even, use something that's going to get you ahead as a hedge. Like you could use a double street bet with a single street. And if you get hit on either, you're going to be ahead by a decent amount. So something to consider. This is just a pretty low volatility example of something I would do at a higher limit table where I'm kind of uncomfortable and I'm trying to play and get the most out of my money. But everybody's got their own preferences, their own risk tolerance and whatnot. All right, 31, so that's going to be another hedge hit. Everyone has their own risk tolerance. Nobody's built the same, so you guys kind of have to do your information, do your research, go over all the information. When you watch a video like this, don't necessarily look at it as a straightforward way to play, but look at it as how you could implement it into your own game and into the way that you like to play. So once again, we're just building a foundation, going through all the different bets. I know not everybody is as experienced, or I don't think there's anything such thing as a roulette professional, but I know there's more experienced players and less experienced players, and less experienced players may not have thought about something like this or different ways that you can play things. So I hope that people are able to learn from this in the way that I was able to learn from playing these kinds of systems. I really do enjoy playing these. I enjoy making these videos. So, oh, look at that. We are running hot. Another hit.
The winning number is 1 red on.
All right. Once again, above expectation. I'm not going to complain, but these results aren't typical. Don't expect something like this to happen. I would expect to go a little bit deeper. So we haven't had to leave the first round yet. We're level, so we're still in level 1. And we're going back to round 1. And if I take this away, you can see we're in for 10. We're sitting at 14, so that gives us a 16 unit gain so far, and we're 8 minutes in roughly. Let's see if we can continue. We got about 7 more minutes to play or so. We'll see if we can get more hits. But I hope this is demonstrating this type of system good for you guys, or clearly enough so that you can understand. All right, let's get another hit. Let's get a 1. Let's get a back-to-back 1. We're calling for it. Oh, 29. All right, we like hedge hits, especially when we're ahead.
The number is 29 black on. Place your bets, please.
And once again, rinsing and repeating. And kind of get ahead of where we're at now. If you go into the second level and you lose your second levels and you're going to go into the third level, you don't have to double. I went over this in my other video where I covered the corner bets. You don't really have to double. You can turn your Martingale into a progression. So keep that in mind.
No more bets. Thank you.
If you're planning out your levels, or you're trying to bring a certain amount of money based on the starting amounts that you're going to be playing, or the chip sizes, the unit sizes. All right, let's get another 1, 2, 3 here. Feeling the 1. We're feeling the 1. And that's a 31. It's a 1 with a 3 before it. All right, here we go.
The winning number is 30.
Hitting the hedges, and once again, if we weren't playing the hedges, you could see we'd be going through our levels a lot faster. Although, if you think about it, we'd probably be in relatively the same spot given how we've run. We wouldn't have gotten as many hedge hits, but we also would have gotten paid out. Yeah, we'd probably be right about the same area, right about the same spot. So something to keep in mind.
Time is running out. Please place your bets.
And now what we're going to be going over pretty soon, which is the interesting aspect of when you get starting to, you build the foundation of all these different long odds, martingales, or progression bets, is you can make a parachute. But basically, rather than increasing your bets, you just work your way down the odds, and that way you're always risking the least amount for the highest reward, and you can kind of control where you're at. But we'll get into that a little bit after we go through all these. All right, so that's 24.
The winning number is 24 black.
Parachute's a really cool system for newer players if they haven't seen it before. They're, it's an interesting way to look at the roulette table. But I don't want to get ahead of myself. We'll get into that in another video. But this is all leading up to that, building the foundation for more complicated systems. All right, so once again, let's go for that 1, 2, 3. We're gunning for it. We've hit it twice so far. We haven't had to leave the first level. We're 10 minutes in, 10 minutes and 30 seconds. Let's see if we can get another hit. Let's see if we have to go to the second level. What does the future hold? We do not know. Let's get a 1, 2, 3. Oh, so close to that one. All right, so we get another hedge hit.
The winning number is 27 red on. Place your bets, please.
And once again, rinsing and repeating. Level 1, round 1. We got 2 more rounds after this before we need to increase. And let's see if we can get another hit here. If we get another hit right around the 15-minute mark, I may call this a video. Unfortunately, or maybe I'll make a part 2 where I have to go a little bit deeper. I feel bad not showing off the second level. I mean, it's basically showing how successful a system can work out for, when you're playing it. This is probably the best scenario you can hope for. One of the better scenarios. All right, 1, 2, or 3. Let's get that 1. I feel the 1. For some reason, I'm just feeling it. 3. All right, look at, we'll take it. Man, we were running hot. All right, so once again, the system's going really, really well for us today. These aren't the typical results, but these are the results that can happen when you play a system like this, so something to keep in mind. We're in for 10. We're at 1650. We are 12 minutes in, and I think we're probably just going to keeping on and seeing where we're at the 15-minute mark. See if we can get a few more hits. Otherwise, it's not going to cost us too much. Let's say we get 3 losses. That'll put us back down to 15 even.
No more bets. Thank you.
And let me know if I end up ending the video and we don't get to a second level. Let me know if you guys want to see me go to a second level. I don't mind doing another demonstration because I'm sure we'll get there if I do it again. But I don't want to not put out this video because, like I said, I like to do one takes, raw, unedited. I'm not trying to convey a specific result. I just want people that are researching these systems, that are interested in them and curious how they would work in a real casino environment, to see how they work on an electronic table at the lowest limits. This is how I started. This is how I enjoy playing. So this is what I would recommend if you're new. Always seek out the lowest limits. Practice, research, dig up as much information as you can about the stuff you're interested in, and make sure you have a plan of attack before you try anything.
No more bets. Thank you.
All right, let's see if we can get another hit here. 13 and a half minutes in. Let's go. Let's get it. Where's that 1? Ooh, 23. Michael Jordan.
The winning number is 23 red on. Place your bets, please.
And then once again, the other thing too is I'm not really trying whether the result is above expectation or below expectation. I just want to demonstrate how these systems work, how when you're implementing them at the table, the experience that you can expect to have when you're betting or progressing or trying to evaluate where you are, where you should be, what you want to do. There's multiple aspects and dynamics that you need to take into consideration. So
no more bets. Thank you.
I hope you guys appreciate this. I appreciate all the support. I appreciate all the love. Thank you to everybody. Let's go. Good vibes. 1, 2, or 3. Let's get 1. Let's get that 1. Come on, 1 right now. 5. All right, so we get a miss. Close. But close isn't good enough. All right, so we're 14 and a half minutes in. Let's try one more. Let's go through one more, and then I think I may do a second part where we end up going through the second levels. I'll kind of force that to happen. If not, I'll put out that video too until we get to that point. But once again, this is kind of an above average expectation. I wouldn't consider this to be the norm by any means. So it is a real world demonstration though, and this is what happens. So this can't happen.
Thank you.
Ooh, 21 hits our hedge. I thought I was gonna miss our hedge.
The winning number is 21, red on.
And I think what I'm gonna do is I'll play this down until we get a miss here. That'll leave us at 15 even. We're in for 10. That'll give us a $5 gain, or a gain of 20 units total, which is pretty significant for the time played and the stakes. I think I'm going to try it again, and I'll do a take 2. I'll post that as well, no matter what happens. If we have the same results or we do better, I'll post it. But I'll probably keep going until we try to get to that second level, so you guys can see in a real demonstration what happens or what you need to consider.
Thank you.
But once again, no one's going to argue against having above average expectation results happen to them. So I can't say I'm upset or disappointed. I also can't say that I expected this to happen. All right, so that's the 13. So we're gonna get a miss there. We're 16 and a half minutes in. We're playing the single street Martingale with a hedge, and we're in for 10. Oh, actually, you know what? We're sitting at 15.50 now. So you know what? Let's get it down to 15. This is gonna be the last level of, or this is level 1, round 3. So if we get a miss here, we're gonna be at 15 even. And if we get a hit, then hey, we'll be at $18. So we'll see what happens. But like I said, I'll keep doing some more of these videos, so that way I can demonstrate what happens if you need to go a little bit deeper. But I also don't want to neglect the fact that this is what can happen. So this is what can happen. This is what did happen. And right now we're in a good position because we're going to be up no matter what. Oh, look at that! We're so close.
The winning number.
All right, so that's going to be it. We're in for 10. We're out for 15. This was the single street Martingale progression with a hedge. I'm going to put the links down below to the other systems we've done so you guys can compare and contrast. And once again, this is Z Casino, Blackhawk, Colorado. Until next time.